Alright, good day everyone. So today we're gonna do another comparison video, and this time we're going to compare the original SHMA Godzilla 2021 against the knockoff Godzilla 2021. So before we begin, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to get regular updates from the hobbyist. So yeah. So just a quick background. So we made this particular video today due to the request of our subscribers. So quick shout out to Kian, Gianna, Gabby Luzone, Raiden Shogun, Tin Can, Crimson Cranberry, Justin Rosa, and Buff Koji. So we're gonna do this on every video that we're gonna make. So if you have any suggested videos or if you want to be included in our next shoutouts, so hit that like button and comment down below. Okay, so here we have two boxes. So one is from the original SHMA Godzilla and the knockoff Godzilla 2021. So right out of the bat, the main or the obvious difference is basically the branding. So what they kept is the Monsterverse logo, but the SHMA Arts, the legendary Toho, and the other Godzilla trademarks, they've already removed. So this is basically the same box. If you look at the color scheme and the gradient, it's basically the same, except for, again, the trademark information. And then if you look at the top of the box, it also shows the same window on the top, same as the original. On the back, it will also show you the same poses, the same pictures of the figure, and also shows you a window of the figure. Again, the only difference here is the branding information. Surprisingly, on the back, they forgot to remove the SHMA Arts logo on the knockoff. So anyway, but other than that, on the other sides of the box, it will show you the same thing. So it's basically the same design except the logo for SHMA Arts. And on the other side, also the same thing. Let me try to show that to you, except the SHMA Arts logo. So yeah, that's the difference between the two boxes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the figure and show you what it looks like compared to the original. Okay, so out of the box, these are what the figures look like. So again, on my right is the original SHMA Arts Godzilla 2021, and on the left is the knockoff Godzilla 2021. So let's start off with the accessories. So the original comes with an extra pair of hands, while the knockoff also come with an extra pair of hands, but they decided to include a breath effect. So similar to how they did in the Godzilla 2019 figure. So this attaches to the mouth, so it already has an extra mouthpiece connected to the breath effect, and it attaches to Godzilla by removing the existing mouthpiece and replacing it with this one. So yeah, so now let's move those out of the way, and now let's look at the figures. So one glaring difference between the original and the knockoff Godzilla 2021 is how they did the paint application. As you can see, I deliberately made the light a bit dim to showcase this difference, because on the knockoff you will see a lot of inconsistency in the paint application. So here on the knee part, it's a bit more shiny compared to the rest of the leg. So in this part, they didn't do any dry brushing. They did a little bit of dry brushing on the thighs, and then the same goes with the arms. So on the shoulder area, on the bicep area, there's no dry brushing, while on the rest of the arm, there seem to be some attempt to do so. So it's very inconsistent. So the dry brushing, the paint application on the body is pretty much inconsistent compared to the original. Well, the original figure, the dry brushing is pretty much precise. The color application is spot on, and it runs through the rest of the body. Now, in terms of paint application on the dorsal plates, on both Godzillas, it's actually pretty good. So, good work on whoever did the knockoff on this one, the paint application on the dorsal plates. For both Godzillas, it looks good. Now, in terms of articulation, I'm not gonna go through all of the articulation on the knockoff because basically they did whatever they did on the original SH Monster Art. So if you're interested in knowing the articulation on this guy, what I suggest is you just go ahead and look at the video that I did on the original so that you can see all of the movements that this guy can do. Now, one thing that I want to point out though is how they did the jaw, the movement on the jaw. On the original, this is actually connected to the mouth by a ball joint. So what happens is it allows the jaw, the lower jaw. Let me just put that on focus. Yeah, so it allows the lower jaw to move side to side, up and down, all the way around, because this guy is connected to the rest of the head by a ball joint. Now, on the knockoff, what they did here is surprising. So since what they're trying to do is to kind of implement the same gimmick again because of the breath effect. So this one is not connected to the head at all. So it's basically just latched into it, and yeah, so it's not pretty much connected. So it removes easily from the rest of the body like this. And the sad part about it is what they decided to do is they decided to not paint the eyes at all. So this one doesn't have eyes. The head doesn't have eyes. The color blue of the eyes is actually coming from this guy. So it's that part right there. So what happens is if I remove this part, or if I don't connect it the way it's supposed to connect, the eyes does look awkward. I mean, there are some poses where it looks rather awkward. So the mouth doesn't open as well. It opens that wide, but what happens is the eyes lose color because of that pose. So it loses the blue color because of that. So I'm not sure why they did that when they could have easily just, painted the eyes and still retain this gimmick. But yeah, unnecessary cost cutting. Also, there's inconsistency on how they did the molds. So as you can see on the original, the joints and the sculpt are really done consistently, and it flows really well. So sometimes, like the joint here on the shin, you really couldn't see the joint marks anymore. Whereas on the knockoff, you be the judge. So here, it looks worse than how the original SH Monster Arts did it. And that's pretty much consistent with the rest of the other joints on the body. So here, like on the wrist, this is a swivel and hinge combo. So as you can see, it's flushed on the original. So you couldn't see much of the joint anymore. While on the knockoff, which is probably a problem on the molding process, the joint clearly sticks out. yeah, that's kind of what it is. I mean, that's kind of the drawback when you're dealing with knockoff figures. And yeah, sometimes even the toes, even the obvious ones like the toe area, well, this one on the knockoff, well, it looks kind of awkward how they sculpted the toe. On the original, it looks way better. So yeah. Okay, so final thoughts about the figure. Well, I think the only reason why you wanna go this route and get this guy is if you missed out on this guy. Well, in terms of price, this is around 20 bucks. This is around 45 bucks. So I really don't see why you wanna go and invest on this guy when you could have saved, you know, a couple more dollars and get this guy. So again, my only hunch is you missed out on the original, which is why you would rather get the knockoff. Otherwise, I wouldn't get this one. Now, other than that, we decided to get this guy apart from reviewing it for this channel because this is a good base if you're doing some custom figures. Because of the articulation, you know, there's ton of articulation on this guy, and comparing that to the knockoff NECA figures, this is a way better figure to start if you want to practice, you know, making custom figures of your own. So by all means, for 20 bucks, you really couldn't go wrong with a base figure like this. So yeah, so I guess that's it. So again, it's a good attempt to make a knockoff of the SHMonsterarts 2021, although if you compare it, you know, it's night and day. This is clearly a superior figure compared to this guy. So yeah, I guess that's it for me, folks. Again, thank you for watching this video. If you like what we're doing, if you want to support our work, please like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and yeah, again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.